Okay, here we are, part one of my Teamful Heart leadership training series. The first topic we're going to talk about is fear. The reason being that when I asked my team what were things that you felt you needed training on or help with, the common thread all came back to fear. And a few of the things that we're going to be touching on today that they sent to me about concerns were messaging people, building relationships with your cold market, how to handle a no or a ghost or someone not replying at all, a fear of coming across as a salesperson, building trust with your cold market, coach invites, as well as being distracted, staying consistent, and fear of annoying our friends and our family, which are all really valid topics. And I'd be lying if I said these things didn't scare me at once too. So the fact that these are, topics that you're bringing forward is normal, totally normal. So we're going to go through ways to help you get over this fear, okay? So the first thing you need to do is identify what scares you, what's holding you back. So if you're sad that you're not building your business, that you're not hitting Success Club, that you're not growing to a point where you want to be, you're scared of something. And it's probably you're scared of inviting people to your challenge groups. You probably don't believe in yourself enough and how amazing of a coach you really are. You're comparing yourself to coaches around you thinking that, well, I'm not as good as that coach, or I'm not as reputable as that coach, so I just don't have enough to offer these people. So you need to identify what it is that's scaring you and holding you back. And before I go any further onto each of these topics, the biggest thing you guys need to start doing is personal development. I'm sure you're sick of coaches telling you you need to do personal development, but you want to know the turning point for me when I started growing my business was when I actually started actively doing personal development every single day. This confident, radiant, perky person you see in front of you and on social media, this isn't naturally who I was. I was a very reserved, I was kind of outgoing among my friends and my close-knit family, but for me to go on social media and talk about business and my passion and helping women and being really vulnerable, that's not something that came natural to me. I had to work on that. And I had to work on becoming a strong leader for my team. So just know that these are all learned behaviors. You don't naturally have to be, the alpha male in the pack to be able to do this. So it's learned behavior, and if you're not doing personal development, you're not growing. So you need to do some personal development. First topic we're going to talk about, a fear of messaging people. So really the fear isn't actually what you're saying or what you're going to be sending them. It's the fear of how they will react. So you're scared that one of two things will happen, or three things. One, they're not going to respond at all. They'll read it and they won't respond. Worst case scenario, who cares, right? Like if they don't message you back, that's fine. And guess what? Those people are probably going to watch your journey and eventually down the road will want to join one of your challenges because you're going to be consistently posting on social media, so you're going to build that trust with them. They're going to see you. The other option is they respond back and they're kind of negative, or they're like, who are you? Like, you're not my friend. I don't know you. And then you politely explain. Say, oh, hey, like, this is who I am. This is what I do. I just thought I would send a quick message to you. Be polite, be kind. Always lead with grace and with kindness. You never want to be on the defensive, right? Because you're not doing anything wrong by adding new people to your Facebook or to inviting someone to a challenge that has changed your life and the lives of so many others. And we all know that if someone didn't message me, I wouldn't be here today. If someone didn't go out of their comfort zone, invite me to their challenge group, and me saying, yeah, I think actually I would like that, I never would have messaged her. So inviting people and messaging people is so important. That's a fear you have to get over early on, because whatever the response or lack thereof, it's fine. You're equipped to deal with it. It's across the computer. You're not face to face. So, that gives you a level of comfort. Another fear people have when you message is they say, yeah, I'm interested, now what? And you feel like you don't know. So that's where that new coach training and the training basics comes into play, so that you feel like you are ready and equipped to get those answers. You don't need to know everything. Google's amazing. YouTube's amazing. You can find out a lot of answers to questions people have. But you just need to message people and invite people and not be afraid of what that response might be. And if you're saying, well, I don't know what to say, like I don't know how to invite someone to a challenge group, I don't know how to, start, a new relationship on Facebook with someone I don't know, there are so many trainings out there. And we post all the time samples of a sample coach invite or a sample invite to a challenge group. And I bet you if you Googled that, you'd probably find a lot too. So just play around. And the way I learned was trial and error. I learned early on that a really long 2-paragraph thing inviting someone to a challenge group was a little intimidating and not many people responded. If I kept it really light, very non-intimidating, I didn't mention Beachbody or the workout programs, I just said on a whole what I offer, and then that worked a lot better. Next one is building relationships with your cold market. How do you do that? Well, once you've added people to your cold market, I recommend just messaging them real quick and thanking them for accepting your friend request. That's a polite thing to do because you're a stranger to them. So just simply saying, hey, thank you so much for accepting my friend request. I know it was a little random, LOL, but I just, as a coach, or you could say I'm a personal wellness coach that I work strictly online and social media, and I just strive to make Facebook a happier, more positive, and healthy place for women, and I hope you follow along and enjoy what I post. That's it. That's it. It doesn't have to be lengthy. It doesn't have to be wordy. It doesn't have to be something really well thought out. It just needs to happen. You open the line of communication. They might respond. They might not. But at least you took that step to introduce yourself and to build that relationship. From there, what I like to do with new friends on Facebook is if someone's posting a picture or like a selfie or a cute outfit they're wearing or their cat or their kids, they'd love to hear your feedback. They love to hear that people think that what they're posting is cute, funny, whatever. So if you could say, if you post and comment on their photos, that's a really good way to build trust and to build a relationship by showing that not only are you a coach and you work online, but that you're a real person, that you have opinions and that you have kind things to say outside of the fitness world. So by being very present in their social media feeds, wishing happy birthday to every person that has a birthday that day, liking, commenting, and that's always great. You can private message someone and ask them a question about a post that they made. If there was a dress that you really loved and you want to know where it came from, do that. So not only are we building relationships, but that's helping you build confidence, right? So it makes you feel like a more confident person by messaging people and commenting. The next one was how to handle someone ghosting you or reading what you wrote and not responding. Just move on. That's it. You don't have to worry about it. People always say, well, how many times do I follow up? If they messaged you and said they wanted to join a challenge group, you give them info and they don't respond. Okay. I usually wait like a few days and say something like, hey girl, I sent you a message a couple days ago. I wasn't sure if you got it or not, and I wanted to just double check and see if you had any questions at all. If from there they don't respond to me again, bye, later. I'm not wasting my time. That's fine. If they want to come around, maybe they're shy, maybe they're nervous, maybe money's tight and they can't admit it, right? And they don't want to. That's fine. They'll see you posting. They know you're available because you're consistent and you're not dropping off their radar all of a sudden. They know where to find you. They'll come to you when they're ready. Another one is a fear of being salesy. The biggest tip I have is just don't be salesy. Stop holding up, or posting pictures of Autumn Calabrese, like stock photos from Beachbody. Stop showing like a picture of what's all in a challenge kit with the price across it. That's salesy. That's what all these other network marketing companies do, and it's annoying and it's frustrating and it's not valuable. We want to create content that's valuable for the people that are following us, because if they don't want to buy anything from us right now, you need to offer them something that will keep them watching. Recipes, outfit of the day, funny things, inspirational things, content that people like to see. Because if you're just sweaty selfie and Autumn Calabrese, challenge pack, people are going to be like, okay girl, like enough. So if you're scared of being salesy, don't be salesy. Very rarely will I ever mention the name of a Beachbody workout program, because I got like thousands of other Beachbody coaches that do that for me. For the last workout program I did, which was 21 Day Fix Extreme, I always referred to it as my bikini competition prep program. For a reason. I created curiosity. I am not being elusive. I am not hiding anything, because they'll come to me and ask questions. Then I'll share with them details. And sometimes I don't even end up really telling them what the name of the program is, because that doesn't matter to them. I'm building value, sharing with them the details of the workouts, the nutrition plan, the support system, me as a coach. That's what intrigues them. The name of the program really only tells them that I'm selling something. So if you create curiosity and omit those things, that's far less salesy and you will get so much farther. So if I can tell you one of the things about fear of being salesy, it's just don't be a salesperson. Share your journey. Share what works for you. Share what worked for your friend. Share the recipes that got you to where you are today. Don't share a picture of a challenge pack with the price across it because no one wants to see that. That's not valuable to anybody. And they get preconceived notions. They feel like they understand and they don't need to ask you any questions because they feel like, oh yeah, I have a cousin who did that. I know what that's all about. They're not even going to bother messaging you to ask questions. So just don't be a salesperson and you won't be salesy. Perfect. Okay. The other one is inviting people to the coaching opportunity. If you're not actively running sneak peeks right now, you should be. You should be. All that it takes is for you to go watch my coach sneak peek videos 1 through 5. Write down notes for each video and make your own. Isn't that amazing? You're all of a sudden this leader that runs her own sneak peeks that are like, oh wow, this lady must know what she's doing because she's making videos and she has a YouTube channel and a whole group dedicated to her just talking about coaching. And don't feel like, well, I can't run a sneak peek because I'm not successful. That success is not determined by how long you've been a coach or how much money you bring in each week. It's a mindset. And if you act like a boss, you will behave like a boss and you in turn will eventually reap the benefits that a boss does, okay? So inviting to the coaching opportunity. You know who makes really good coaches? Challengers that have done a workout program and have fallen in love with the product and the community. So for them, lots of times they want to keep being a part of this. They love the shakes, they love the workouts, and they would love a discount. And the idea that they could maybe inspire a few other people to do the same, they could earn money doing that. That's pretty cool. So I always offer that to people that I feel like would be really good on Team Full Heart. Not everybody is, but if I feel like a challenger of mine has something really special to offer, I invite them. I say, come to my sneak peek. Let me know what you think. Watch the videos and let me know if it's right for you. It's not intimidating. It's not salesy. It's inviting them and complimenting them on being really good challengers, inspiring people, and they're not even coaches. And people love to be complimented. So if you compliment your challengers on a job well done, they will probably feel really good. And you know what? The idea of earning money from inspiring others might be really exciting for them because chances are they've got really good results, people are noticing, and they're asking questions. So they probably have a few people already that would be willing to sign up for their challenge group, okay? So that's a big thing with coach invites, is there has to be a system in place. You have to act like a leader. If you're running sneak peeks or people are coming into my sneak peeks, you just need to be offering that and sharing that. If people don't know that they're able to join your team or join this community, how do you expect them to want to do that if you're not communicating that on social media? So that's really, really important. So I recommend to anyone watching this, create your own sneak peek groups, create your own videos from your own voice, not Lindsay Matway, not Bonnie Engel, not Kirsten Crow. You make it for you. That is such a level up, right? Because once you start sharing those videos, that's a really cool thing. So I highly recommend doing that. And another point I had was people were scared of, being able to stay consistent, getting distracted by, family, friends, life at home, work, that sort of thing. Create a schedule. That's simple as can be. A lot of people work, first thing in the morning, they'll do what they call a power hour. They'll crush through a lot of their daily duties as a coach in the first thing in the morning. For me, that doesn't work. What I have to do is work in pockets throughout my day. I do 20 minutes in the morning before I go to work. I do about 25 minutes at lunchtime. I probably do an hour after work and maybe check in again in the evening. That's what works for me. And on the weekends or days off, I work a little more. I make videos like this. I have one-on-one calls with my coaches. But when you're starting out, work in a time frame that works for you. Probably, trying to get work done while you're at work is going to stress you out. Or trying to do Beachbody work when you and your husband are supposed to be watching a movie together is going to put a strain on your relationship. So find pockets during the day or a time during the day that works best for you. And you can't always find the time. You have to make the time. Because if we sit around waiting for the perfect time to come along to get work done, it's not going to happen. So we need to make sure that we're, scheduling in that time. I know every morning at like 5:30, I'm working. I'm in bed, mind you, which is pretty sweet, but I'm working. And every night I check in again while dinner's in the oven, or just before or after my workout in the afternoon. That's when I do that. So I work in pockets. That's what works for me. That's what keeps my stress level low and my productivity high. What works for one person isn't going to work for another, but you need to have a schedule. You need to work and find something that's consistent for you. And then that way, if I work really hard during the week and I want to take Saturday off and do nothing Beachbody related, I'll be okay. And it's sweet because I can do that. And usually I don't take really much time off from Beachbody because I like connecting with my challengers. I want to connect with my coaches, the market council, whoever it is. I love what I do, so it doesn't feel like work. But to keep a level of sanity within your family, within your work life, your personal life, you need to create a schedule and work from it and honor it. And then the last one was a fear of annoying friends and family. This one hit me hard because this was a thing I struggled with a lot as a new coach. I worried a lot about what people would think about me. I worried about judgment from friends or people who really weren't friends but that I grew up with. I worried about judgment from my family or being teased or made fun of from my boyfriend's friends. I didn't know how it would be perceived. But if you own it and you love it and you don't downplay it when they're around you and you share how passionate you are about this business, if anyone makes fun of you, screw them. Because something that makes you happy, healthy, and you're helping others do the same, that's nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be ashamed of. So yeah, you know what? Probably everyone's gonna have their share of haters or family members that make fun of them. But if you say to someone that's making fun of you, this is something that I am so passionate about. I haven't been healthier or happier in all my life than I am right now. And I think, a lot of that is from this coaching gig and from Beachbody. And it's taught me that I'm worthy and I'm valuable and I'm important and I have something to offer. And then do you think anyone else after that will come back and say something snarky? Probably not. And if they do, it's probably the universe's way of telling you that you don't need them in your life, right? And coaching has taught me that as well. There's some people that I realize, like, you know what? I don't care what you have to say. In fact, I don't even really like you. So you're a nasty person. I'm probably not going to call you up to go for coffee anymore because you're kind of snarky and you talk behind my back, and I'm doing something that I love and I'm building a business, and you should support me if you're my friend. So that is wrapping up my training on fear for today. And I hope it was valuable. I was ranting. I'm like out of breath from talking so much. I hope that it was valuable for you guys. And I look forward to making more of these trainings in the future. And if you have any ideas or comments or things you'd like me to speak on, I'd be happy to do that. So have an amazing day and kick some ass, okay?